The 3 blushes in today's video are perfect for fall. Fall is here and it is time to try some bold new blushes. Now if this is your style year-round, no worries, you can enjoy these selections too. They may be something that you haven't tried out yet. So let's go ahead and get started with our first blush, which is going to be the one that I'm wearing today, and it is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Caribbean. One of the things I love about these putty blushes are how smooth they are when you first get them. This one I have used, so it does have a few little specks in there, but they are just so slick when you first get them. I love that packaging. This one you can pick up for $6 at Target. I do like to apply this one with the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. I do think that helps with the application of these. These are darker. They are going to be a little bit more in your face than you may be used to. So I have a few tips for you on this one. As you will see in this video, on my left cheek, when I applied it, I put a little bit too much on my brush, but I always start from the back and work my way forward. That way, if I have too much, like I did here, it will be toward the back where I can blend it and not right there in the middle of my face where it's just for the whole world to see. So my tip for you on these is to start with a little bit less. You may think that you're not really getting anything, but build it up. As you can see here, when I tried it on that way on the right cheek, I had a much better experience. It wasn't so stark. I felt more confident in blending it. And then when I felt that I needed a little bit more, I was able to go back and add a little bit. So definitely start with less and build to more. But one thing about using cream blushes is that they look natural. You look like you kind of have a natural flush to the face without layers of makeup. This one just looks very skin-like, very natural. So let's go to another cream blush since we're kind of on that track. Our next one is going to be from Milani. It is their cream blush in the shade Merlot Moment. This one you can pick up at Target for $7.99. Again, this one is pigmented, but it's more of a natural color where the e.l.f. has a little bit more of a berry tone. This one is more of a natural kind of tone to it. But you're going to go by the same rules that you did with the e.l.f. Start with a little bit, add more if you need to. Another tip that I have for you using cream blushes, if they're not something you are used to using, you're not really comfortable with it, do like I did here. Apply it before your foundation. That way you go ahead and blend it, get it on the skin, and you're like, oh, this is too much. Then you will add your foundation, which will mute it out a little bit, as well as blending it out and kind of taking it down a notch. That way you can get comfortable with these shades. Again, these may be shades that you're not used to using. They're a little bit much for you. Putting them on before your foundation will help you gain confidence. And I totally messed this all up. I did. I messed this all up because I wanted to use a cream blush and I already put powder on. Not only did I mess up by putting the powder on first, I messed up. I should have known when I put my foundation on, because anytime I try cream blushes like this, I like to put them on underneath the foundation. But I have to say it still looks very nice, being that it's on top of the foundation and on top of powder. I really think it blended really well. Now I find of the two, I think the Milani one blends a little bit easier than the e.l.f. I think the e.l.f. can be just a little bit patchy, at least on my skin. So personally, I'm kind of leaning towards the Milani just for that purpose. All right, let's move into our third and final blush. This is going to be more of a traditional powder blush, and it is from Covergirl. It is their True Blend So Flush blush in the shade Temptation. Now this one again has a little bit more of a berry tone like the e.l.f., where the Milani was a little bit more neutral. This powder blush, again, take your time, start slow, because where these cream blushes you can kind of blend them away a little bit more, this one is here to stay once you put it on your face. Start with a little bit, tap your brush, start at the back of your face and work your way forward. This one you can pick up from Target for $11.99. You're getting this huge compact. This is going to last you a while. While I said that this one is going to be there to stay once you put it on the skin, I do think that it blends nicely. But again, look at that swatch right there. Look how pigmented that is. So just be careful with any of these, no matter which one you're choosing. Start with a little bit, build up if you need to. With the creams, put them on before your foundation and just have fun with it. So the air is getting a little bit more crisp. We're changing up our wardrobe and those fall leaf colors are changing. But guess what? So can your blush. Go ahead, try something new, try one of these 3 blushes and see if any of them work for you this season. Before you go, check out these other 2 videos that I have here for you and hit that subscribe button. That way I can see you in future videos. I hope to see you there.